SoundCloud.com/chaotic flame, YouTube.com/@nothing left to do but win. This is Keep It On Wax, and we are here with yet another drop. Special guest Shaka is in the building. What's good, Shaka?
I'm good, man. It's been a wild weekend. I guess this is our closure for the weekend until next weekend, right? Happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Mexican independence. And Lord knows we love y'all tacos. We love y'all tequila, man. We love y'all culture. Motherfucking 100%. Love y'all motherfuckers. Let's go.
Damn. Good point. Amazing intro. Yeah, shout out to Cinco de Mayo. Shout out to the Mexican culture. I was recently put up on Birria Tacos, so I definitely rocks out. We got some viewership, so we're going to pop this shit off the way we supposed to. Right. So, Kendrick dropped again, and we have not covered it yet. So without further ado, we have Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. I'm gonna play it. Let's get it.
Psst. I see dead people.
Oh, can you hear that, brother?
Yeah, you sound good.
All right, let's get it.
Psst. I see dead people. Hey, mustard on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak though. Man down, call like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro. Nella nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton.
Whoa.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walk him down whole time, I know he got some hoe on him. Pull on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 that fuck him up. Wop, 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 I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul, I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches, go. The audience not dumb, shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep, I can go further, I promise. Ain't there some P-Rest that's for bitching? You Malibu most wanted, ain't no love boy, you ball boy, fish Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxes, or over your foe. The other vaginal option, pussy. Nigga better straighten they posture. Got favors all up in content. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grower. He was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central. Nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the roll label on me. I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie. Here's 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back up. It's a must. We outside. Ay. They not like us. 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 Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real nigga challenge. You caught Future when you didn't see the club. Hey, what? Little baby help you get your lingo up. What? 21 get your false street cred. Thug make you feel like you a slime in your head. Hey, what? Quavo said you can be from Northside. What? 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. It was God's plan to show y'all the liar. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say OV ho. OV ho. Say OV ho. OV ho. Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way.
All right, new Kendrick Lamar. New Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. It's a lot going on in that track. It's a lot going on. Yeah, you know what? I definitely want to hear Rado speak first because Rado made some points yesterday that kind of came into
Rado!
Rado!
What up? What up? What up?
What's good, brother?
Yeah, you know what? I really like that fucking record today.
Had it grow on you, right?
Hey, that shit in the car with the windows down and the sunroof open hit different. That shit hit different.
Man, I was at home last.
Different
My nigga, I was at home last night. I was listening to it. I was like, man. Then I woke up this morning. I was like, oh, all right. It's just, you know.
All right. We also got Rachel 6 in the building. I'm just muting you while you're off mic. Rachel 6 is in the building. I got a little bit of feedback from you. We'll take you off mute. Hey, how you doing,
Yes,
Rachel?
I'm here. I'm gonna be in there. I'm just waiting for my daughter to go to sleep, but I'm definitely listening and
Hi,
waiting for the
Rachel.
right moment to tap in.
Rachel's in the building. All right, cool. Rachel is in the building. All right. Well, Rado, any thoughts? It was a lot. It was a lot going on. It's a lot, bro.
Nah, yo. So I was talking to my man from Cali last night. You know, to get a real like. I got jumped by some West Coast niggas. Like I had to defend Drake last night just because they was like killing this nigga. Like it was a bunch of West Coast niggas just killing Drake. I felt like obligated to defend the nigga because I'm like, damn.
Somebody got
yeah. You know, I did have to clarify the niggas. Like they keep trying to make this some East versus West shit. That nigga's from Canada. Like we don't claim that nigga. Like they gotta.
That's what I'm
They gotta
saying.
stop with this East Coast. They gotta stop this East Coast West. This East versus North. Like we don't claim that nigga.
Yeah.
But I think I came here because I wanted to ask you niggas a question. I wanted to ask y'all a question because I asked it last night, and I'm really curious to what y'all think. If Drake said fuck all this, can Drake now say, man, fuck all this and just drop a hit record tomorrow and it'd be over with? Is he in that position still? Is that over with for him?
So personally, I think the answer is yes, because I've seen Kanye West do everything and he still can make a hit. He can still like, all right, well,
My mom said, go ahead and talk my shit. She's gonna keep the baby, so I'm here.
Hey, Rachel.
Welcome.
Hi,
Rachel 6 is in the building. Hey. Shout out to
Rachel.
You got a lot of viewers right now.
I don't know if you caught what Rado said, but Rado, you want to repeat it for Rachel?
Nah, that's what made me tap in. You said people are making it an East Coast West Coast thing.
Yeah.
I wish it was just that. I wish it was just that. It was just an East Coast West Coast thing. But what age group is saying that? It's probably you know the 80s
The West Coast.
The West Coast. Hold on one second.
Yeah, I hear mad West Coast people. Yeah, I hear mad West Coast people saying it.
That's how they grow the pizza.
But
yeah, Rado, just finish
your question, chaotic. It's Kendrick won.
Kendrick won.
No, I'm just saying Kendrick won, bro. Like it's
they reps them.
It's like
all right, Kendrick won, but here's my issue.
All right, go ahead, bring it out.
This is my issue. There's no dispute that Drake and Kendrick is way more like lyrically talented than Drake. Like he's way more depth. He has more layers. We all know that. Aubrey has been corny since day one. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not anybody on this platform or anybody that can call themselves a fan of hip hop who can't sit up here and go word for hell yeah fucking right. There's nobody. Tell me that all of y'all don't know the words to that song. You're
I don't know
lying
the
if
words
you
of that
say
song.
you
I don't.
It's been a
you
while.
know all the
I
words
know
to that
some. I
song.
know a lot of. No, I know
You
a lot of
started
Drake
off, I
records.
You
might
like
can
I don't
that
know
finish
the
it.
song
words to
though?
that
I
one.
bet you like that song. If it came
Yeah,
on,
no, I'm not denying. I'm
you're
not
gonna
denying
rock
that.
to it. So what? So but I say that to say Rick Ross brought up. I guess he was probably the first one. Like we all been making fun of Aubrey for being light skinned and weird and Canadian. Like that's nothing new. You know what I'm saying? So my issue is why does the argument always now all of a sudden he hit we're gatekeeping the blackness? Like it's the picking and choosing of gatekeeping the blackness that bothers me. And I'm not just talking
Yeah.
to men, I'm talking to
Okay.
black women too. It's celebrated, right? When a black woman gets with a white man, oh, that's a come up, right? It's a come up. Ah, da, 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 da. Then when a black man gets with a white woman, it's a problem. It's an issue. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of double standards and there's a lot of moving the goalposts and picking and choosing when you want to gatekeep blackness. And as a mixed person, my mother's black, my dad's Jewish, so I feel like I'm gonna talk my shit because I'm public enemy number one.
100.
And that's just and I'm a woman. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's just like it's just there's a lot of things that I'm seeing that's beneath the surface of this battle rap, and it has nothing to do with the music. It has nothing to do with it. And what I'm also seeing, and I'm very disappointed in, is I'm seeing a lot of black men being way too happy to 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 see Drake be exposed or called out, or you know what I'm saying, as if this is Jack Harlow. We're not talking about Jack Harlow. We're talking about a whole black man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Drake is black presenting. He's a black presenting, half white, half black person.
Right.
And monoracial people, especially monoracial black people, feel that y'all have the right to just decide like when we can and can't be black and what we can and can't say. And Drake doesn't subscribe to that. And that's what I feel everybody is mad about. It's the fact that he's like, okay, I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dark nigga. I'm gonna say what I want to say. Like, and I speak personally. I'm my mom is black. My dad is white Jewish. I didn't even go to school with black people until I went to middle school. I do say nigga in conversation, in context, in the right space. Like I know who I'm talking to when I'm talking to, and you know what I'm saying. And if you and I'm honestly asking you, looking at me, hearing the way that I speak, do I seem that I'm pretending? Or
Nah, you
do I seem like I'm acting, or am I presenting myself as my real self? Like
I
how do
never
you
thought.
perceive me?
I always, when you entered the chat, I was like, she black.
I mean, but I'm also half white.
I know, sweetheart. But yeah,
But
yeah,
see,
I
but
get it. Yeah.
you
So
saying that
if I
is
could, we
just
have
another
someone in the queue.
example
Yeah.
of monoracial black people picking and choosing and deciding when you wanna say who's black and who's not. And what you have to understand is that we exist in two worlds at the same time at all times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the
A lot of
fact that
a lot of
Do you
cookouts.
think the fact that he's Canadian plays a part in,
oh,
in what it is?
and I think
Right.
that's a huge part. That's a huge part, and that's the part that people are glazing over. Is that Canadians in and of themselves are mad weird. Like they're mad weird. Like, hold on one second. I need to get my mom a piece of pizza. Give me one
Now,
second.
do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing.
The
So
only,
look,
only Canadians I know is like Drake and like Jim Carrey. So it's like it's
oh,
weird.
Jim Carrey, Canadian.
No,
Oh
I
yeah,
know a couple Canadians. They cool. I know a couple of Canadians that play for Rutgers, the football team. They cool. They young, but they cool.
Well, if I could, Rado, you were speaking on the West Coast homies and everything. You was getting into something before Rachel.
Oh yes.
Oh
right.
yeah, nah. They're like this shit. Like I talked to some niggas over there. Like this last record,
I'll be
they
right
got
back.
like every gang cool. Like niggas is cool. Like you
Oh,
feel me?
shit.
Like this record kind of brought some like not everywhere. Clearly, I ain't speak to people in all over LA, but a couple niggas I talked to like, yo, they Blood, Scripts, everybody just rocking and parties rocking to this shit. Like this shit was on in they said every club last night. This shit was on everywhere. Like so Kendrick has done what Drake has always done, made that record that just rings off everywhere. This shit, and that's why I'm saying it might be over. Because Kendrick did exactly what Drake normally do, is just make that record that ring out.
Hold up 1 second. Mike Morgan, are you there, brother? Mike Morgan, are you there? Rachel, I'm gonna pull you up. I'm gonna pull you back up in a second.
Yeah,
Mike
I'm
Morgan,
there.
you there? We gotta hear something from you, Mike. I got you in a second. Rachel, I'm gonna pull you right up. Mike, you wanna speak to that? You wanna speak to anything?
I said it yesterday. He was gonna do that. I said he's gonna come with a club record. I knew he had one in the tuck somewhere, and you know what I mean. He dropped it, man. Like that mustard on the beat. Yo, it just got a certain type of bop to it, man. I was sea walking around the crib and everything, man. I'm like,
Not
damn,
Mike Seawalker, chill, Mike.
Man, what a great time for hip hop. Great time. So it's a lot going on in this track. We gotta speak about though, right? Like that A minor bar was insane. Like,
Yeah, that shit was
what's
funny
going
as
on?
hell.
Okay, let
That
me
shit was
ask you.
funny as
Okay,
hell.
let me ask you a question because I'm only here to speak on because my whole like agenda in life and as far as like society is, building awareness around the specific Black, white, biracial person.
Yeah.
So all this stuff that's going on. Honestly, how do y'all feel about the fact that Kendrick Lamar's wife is racially ambiguous?
I don't give two shits.
To me,
He's the one who is saying, "I'm tired of hearing you say nigga." He's the one that's like treating him as if he like Drake, like trying to talk to Drake as if he's not allowed to express himself.
well, what is his
Black
wife exactly? What is she? I don't know. So like,
That's what I'm saying.
she?
But my thing is, why I don't understand why Kendrick would even take it to that level, knowing that you're
show
gonna
you why.
girl
There's a
a
clip.
target.
I'm gonna pull up a clip in a second. Y'all keep
Wait,
the
let me answer that real quick because it's a battle. So no matter your flaws, no matter your negativities, you're here to point out a person's flaw, what you think is a flaw, what you think will insult them and hurt them the most. So Kendrick don't give a fuck about what's going on with him. What can I look at Drake? What can I make fun of? What will get the people aroused if I make fun of it? And that's what I'm gonna do. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying?
No,
I don't think it's that deep.
I get that. I get that. But what I'm saying is the particular disses that the things that he's trying to come at Drake for are somewhat hypocritical because you are with a woman who some would say should not be allowed to say the word nigga.
So I got I don't have,
let me finish. Let me finish out one more thing to add to so that you can really understand what I'm trying to say.
Right on.
So it's like he's saying you don't have the right to say nigga because you're half white and half Black, but for me that implies that you take being Black very seriously and you're very proud of it, and that should show in every aspect of your life, right? So you chose to procreate with the least looking Black person in your hood. Like we know she came back from You know what I'm saying? And I'm also speaking from the perspective of a female who has been fetishized or has been put on a pedestal that just simply because I'm light skinned. And I don't like that either. So I
Oh, why
feel
not?
Kendrick going for talking about I don't want to hear you say like though that's him pandering to the black man, but that's also him kind of like this kind of distancing himself from the woman that he has children with.
Now, if I could, we're going to pause right there. We're going to refer to this clip right here for 1 second, then we're going to continue the dialogue.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna mute everybody while we play this one clip, and then we have another guest that just arrived as well. So let's let this clip go.
Somebody that I was like, I used to see out and be like, yo, that's that nigga, you know.
Let's run that. Let me just run it. It's gonna run it back from the top. Of course, the internet want to act up right now where the clip is rolling.
There's somebody that I was like, I used to see out and be like, yo, that's that nigga, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. He opened for Jay. Yo, that's that nigga, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing.
Yo, that's that nigga, you know what I'm saying?
If I could, that's the clip that's been floating around the meme.
We're stressing the hard ER. Is that what we're doing?
It's that hard R.
I guess.
Nah, but
listen, if I could, that R was like harder than the last 15 minutes of work, brother. That was a hard R.
It's hard.
But we know. I mean, we don't know. We can only assume that it wasn't meant that way. But I mean, like, this is what I'm saying. Shit, like even with Rachel was saying, like, there's certain people that think like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's the fan base that's gonna break it down and dissect it. 90% of the people in tune to this shit don't give that deep. They don't care that deep about it. So I get what you're saying. For the person that thinks that deep, Kendrick does look a little funny. But to majority, that he don't look funny. They like, yeah, don't you ain't black, don't say nigga. Like they just gonna go with whatever's going on, whatever's popular. Like I get what you're saying though, but I don't think
it's what it is. It is what's ever popular because nobody Drake has been using nigga in his songs since day one, and nobody had a problem with it until now, until this racial climate.
Mike had a problem with it.
Yeah. So I mean,
but that's because it's a diss. Ross dissed him saying it. Kendrick's
but the thing is, he's half black, and so that.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying they right.
What I'm saying is, okay, you don't. Okay, yeah, maybe it makes you feel uncomfortable hearing a light skinned mixed person say nigga, but at the end of the day, it's not the same as a white person saying it. And
so
that's the part.
No. Real quick, Chaotic, before you do everything. I think that, and you're not looking into it too deep because you look into it as deep as you choose to look into it.
Right.
But as an artist, a producer, a rapper, I used to battle rap. Kendrick Lamar is looking at Drake. Yo, you super light. Your mother's white. You're goofy as hell. You should be saying nigga, and they're gonna feel me. They're gonna feel me when I say that.
Right,
like,
from a different culture.
Lamar's in the house.
You do not have to explain that.
You don't got a problem with it.
Yeah, you don't have to. I'm totally 100%. I understand that. Listen, when I tell you I am a hip hop head, like I am, like it is everything for me, like everything. So I totally understand the concept of battle rap, and that was my number one issue to begin with. Like Drake is not a battle rapper.
So Rachel, so the only excuse I can give to Kendrick, the only thing I can say is like there's a scenario where Kendrick in the industry knows Drake more than we know.
Yeah.
And if you remember, he was saying like, I don't like you saying nigga. Not the fact of his demographic and his genealogy. It's a little bit of it. Maybe it's like 40% of it. Like you kind of white nigga. But 60% of it is it sounds like him, the nigga, the person, the personality. Not the color of the skin, but the content of the character.
And I think it's the culture that he comes from. You don't think it's his background and his culture. It's like you don't come from the culture. That's what I think it is. You're not from the culture,
in the industry know that Drake ain't who he say he is. so he can't
Wait,
say.
but that was my thing too. Like, when did Drake ever say? When did ever Drake pretend to be something he's not? Like, he's
All the
always
Every
He's
single
an
time he
actor.
opened his
presented as a
mouth.
He's an
cornball.
actor, yo.
Every single time he opened his mouth. That nigga came from
Yeah,
acting.
all the music.
Go
he
ahead,
pretends to be
Wheelchair
Caribbean.
Jimmy. He is an actor.
That's what I'm
Everything he
saying.
puts
And
on is a
but you're
performance.
saying that as if we didn't know out the gate that he came from Degrassi.
I
You
understand that,
understand
but
what
I
I'm
It's a
also
saying?
reiteration.
understand.
And
It's a
furthermore,
battle.
when Drake speaks on, and let me just make this clear now that a black woman has entered the chat. I just want to make this clear. I do not find Drake sexually attractive. I think his personality is corny.
He's a cornball. He's a whole
He's
cornball.
a serious cornball. He's a weirdo. I agree with all those things. But the reason why
And he's a
I put
predator.
myself into this category and I am taking Drake's side is only because of the fact that he is literally the exact racial makeup that I am. And I'm seeing patterns that I have dealt with in the past you when you get a little bit, you could be black, you could be black and say black things, but then all of a sudden you're not allowed to. So it's like,
So
my issue is you don't, as a monoracial black person, you don't get to dictate how I express my blackness. And when
to
my
be
whiteness
clear,
comes, and when I do white people shit, I'm just doing white people shit
But
because
yo,
I'm half white.
so hold on. To be
Drake is-
clear, you are both black and white. You're mixed race.
Yes, my mother
Okay.
is full black. My dad is full white, Brooklyn Jewish. And I came out this color with red hair. I'm not one of these mixed people that's like, oh, my mom is half. No, my mother is full black. My father is full white. And this is how I came out. And so can you imagine? I'm coming, mama. I got a black mother that's yelling at me right now. Okay?
They do
So,
that. I'm one of
Yeah,
them.
that's common. Yeah, it's about right.
so let me, so give me a
Sound
He
about
second.
said
right.
they do that. I
Yo, see,
want
that
to
threw
be.
me off and
That's
everything.
about right.
But so
That
that's
passed all the tests
my
for
thing.
me.
Like, I don't care how
Give
I
your
look.
son one of these, Shaka.
Yes, I look like this. Yes, I do. I will never compare my experience to you, young lady. What's your name?
Rashida.
Mommy, I'm coming. I swear to God, I'm coming.
Yeah, take care of moms. Take care of moms. We see
Yeah,
you.
take care of
we'll
my
be here.
We did.
We
Take
ain't
care of
going
moms. We're
nowhere.
gonna be here. I'm gonna put you down. Yeah, take
We
care of
ain't going
moms.
nowhere.
We here for you. You know what I'm saying?
So what I was gonna
Yeah, because your black mother will
Hold up,
get
we
up
got
and
another
slap you.
guest. Hold up, we got another guest. Let me pull everybody down
Jesus.
for a second. We're gonna do a little reset real quick. Yo, Mike Morgan, you in the building?
Yeah, man. I was letting everybody talk because I guess it just seemed like everybody had to get their point off, and nobody
sir.
really addressed the issue. So maybe I probably got to address it.
What's the issue, Mike Morgan? Go ahead, you got the floor. This is hold up. Once again, this is Keep It On Wax. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that. I never tell y'all to do that, but now I got to start telling y'all to do that. We want some of this social media energy. We want this, yo. Like, comment, subscribe, drop it in the family group chat, send it to your hip hop homies. It's going down. Keep It On Wax. Go ahead, Mike. Bring it out.
Like and subscribe with your nosy ass. So this narrative that Kendrick is talking about Drake, he can't say the N-word because he's half white is bullshit. He never said that. And in fact, we know it's not true because he says to Adonis, and I quote, never code switch, whether right or wrong, you're a black man. This is what he said to Adonis, a quarter black. His mother is white and his dad is Drake. So how is Adonis black and he's talking to Drake and saying he's not black? You guys are confusing something Rick Ross said by calling him a white man and putting that on what Kendrick said. Kendrick never said anything about his complexion. That has nothing to do with anything. He just said, I don't even like the way you say the word nigga. I guess it's just me, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's just what he's saying. Has nothing to do with anything.
I'm gonna bring Rachel up because it's like a dialogue there. I'm gonna bring Rachel up. Here you go.
So I hear what you're saying, and I'm not, and see, and I'm in my position in this whole thing is really not specifically about this beef. Like, this is just something that I'm passionate about, for my own self. So, as far as whoever said the white boy, whoever said this, my issue is when it comes down to it. Hold on, I know, Mama.
All good, all good. Do your thing, do your thing. Go
Yeah,
ahead, Mike.
I think so. I think the issue she's bringing up is Rick Ross calling him white boy. Like he's white boy this, white boy that, but he wasn't a white boy when he got you that #1 record. He wasn't a white boy when you had him all up in your house. He wasn't a white boy when
he always was.
You needed him to write something for you. No, he wasn't, because he
Right.
would have called him
Not
that.
the Ross. Yeah, not
This
the
is
Ross.
Always
Dick Rider
was.
mentality.
But here's the thing.
Kristen, what's up? How you doing, Kristen?
Rick
Welcome,
Ross,
welcome.
he's always been a
This is-
paycheck.
No,
He's
this
always been a paycheck. So
don't
it
matter.
didn't matter then. But as for me, he's always been a white boy because he's a weirdo. He's a whole weirdo.
But what I'm saying is you a fraud then. Because if you sitting here
But
rocking
Rick
with
Ross
this
is a
nigga,
weirdo too.
listen to his music, now you want to call him a white boy, you weird too, nigga. You a weird ass nigga.
Yeah.
I don't rock with
I
niggas
don't disagree
fuck
with you.
for no paycheck. So
I
I
don't
don't want to
disagree
hear
with you.
nothing
Oh,
out of you.
not even if it's $1 million, right? I feel you.
No, because because if you really don't fuck with that nigga, that shit gonna come back and be like, why are you even doing that? You know what I mean? Because when it comes to rap, it's not like a paid job. It's not like you work for this guy. You don't work for Drake. You don't have to do a record with him.
Simi, what's up? Simi, are you there? Simi, are you there?
Yes, sir.
If you had all these feelings about him, now check this out. If y'all had all these feelings about him and y'all was like, he's a white man, why would y'all let him say nigga in the first place? Y'all should have been on him. Because I'm going to keep it real. I've been seeing all that weird stuff that he was doing. And when I said, he said nigga funny and shit in that recording that y'all just heard, niggas, oh, man, come on, man. Y'all, that's Drake.
Hey,
I don't know. I said, I don't feel like he was playing
Mike. Real quick, wait, Mike, before you get out of that, fuck all of that. He was making them records. Why wasn't the problem when he was dissing me? Why Ross ain't go this hard when he was dissing me?
Exactly.
That's what the fuck I want to know.
Exactly.
Like, why you ain't go that hard?
And he came and separated it. He came and said, "Yo, y'all need to piece it up, man. Y'all need
Yo,
because
Rick
Ross is a clown. Rick Ross is a clown.
Why you need to piece it up with the white man? I don't get it.
I can't say the N word, and I'm definitely a biracial child. I'm definitely a biracial child, so that means I can't say the N word. I don't think it's good for nobody to say it personally because it's a derogatory remark towards African American kings in general. But as far as people riding Drake for saying it, it's people that have been doing it for years. Eminem had a whole song about black women. Eminem had a whole song about black women. And everybody still embraces Eminem.
Y'all making up your own.
Come on, like the race ain't even a thing, bro.
Yo, y'all making your own narrative about this shit. Hey, yo, nobody.
Go ahead. All right, we're gonna tighten the panel back up.
Nobody was talking shit.
Hold up.
Nobody
We're
was talking
gonna
shit.
tighten it up.
Nobody was talking shit about Drake saying nigga. Kendrick did. Not my ass. Ain't nobody ass.
No, I did. I definitely did.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool, Mike. But like, yeah, it was Kendrick and Mike. And that's it, right? So it's like, all I'm saying is like, maybe he can't say it, and maybe that's Kendrick's opinion. But you gotta open up, like, like why can't Cole? Like Cole can say it, so you gotta ask yourself, why can't Cole say it, and why it would never be it would never be a topic for Cole saying it in the hood, 100%. But for some reason, Drake can. I don't know. It's just Kendrick, and Kendrick, like nobody. You're right.
I think it's because he's not from the culture, and I feel like that's what everyone's missing. I'm gonna look at the comments. Look, he's Canadian. What are we talking about? From Jersey?
And maybe that's it.
You know why it's so impactful? Because it's Kendrick saying it, and what Kendrick represents as an artist and as a black man. When Ross was saying it, they fucking kind of threw it under the bus like, Ross, shut your ass up. Kendrick says it, it's way more impactful because of what Kendrick represents. That's the only reason why it's such a big thing right now. If Meek Mill would have said it, they'd be like, Meek, shut your ass up.
Yeah. I think
They wouldn't
I
even
think
listen
within
to
the industry, Drake is a motherfucking asshole, and that's the basis behind Kendrick saying that shit. It ain't got nothing to do with him being biracial or nothing. Sweetheart, you can say nigga to me all day. I feel
Yo,
you.
Okay, but it
it's
can be
not
more
about
than one thing at the same time. You know
It's
what I'm
100%.
saying? Like it can be more than one thing at the same time. Like I know that Drake's an asshole. I've heard those rumors. Like I don't think Drake's personality is cute at all.
Yeah.
But my only like dog in this fight is the black white biracial issue, and the fact that monoracial black people keep changing and picking and choosing when you want to gatekeep. You can't let him say nigga in 2011 and then be mad that he's saying it in 2024 because he pronounced it the same way in 2011 that he did in 2024. Now that clip that y'all showed when he was mad young, like I identify with that. I remember being that kid that was trying to explain white shit to black people and trying to explain black shit to white people. But whoever you're talking to, you have to talk to them in their language. So sometimes code switching that was the only way you could get your message across as a mixed person, to try to make that group, because you say you're hanging out with your white friends that day and they say something and you like, okay, well let me try to break it down for you. I'm not gonna speak the same way to my white friends as I will to my black friends, because okay, I liken it to, you know, when Jamaicans, when they start doing their little Jamaican but then when they talk to a regular person, they speak regular, but they're still their voice. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying, but when you're young,
exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, when you're young and you're insecure and you're trying to like bring your white friends, your black friends together. So I went to I didn't go to school with white people till I was in middle school. So but when I went to high school, it was an all rich white high school. So like I was a soccer player, so like I'm hanging out with all these white girls and like, you know, and so they know my mom is black. So of course they want to ask questions about this and that and the third, the hair. So I'm trying to explain things, you know what I mean? So, but I'm also trying to be accepted, right? So as a young kid, 14 years old, you're around a bunch of white girls and you're trying to explain to them things about black people, but you're speaking in a white voice because they're not going to hear you the same. That's me at 14. And that was Drake at what was he, like 17, 18? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
but that's not
I hear what you're saying. I very much understand what you're saying.
A monoracial person can never understand what it's like to be in two worlds at the same time all the time. Like it's wild. And then on top of it, you got both white people and black people telling you that you're not being yourself.
That's not true, baby. I'm monoracial and I've been through exactly the same things you go through. And I've never felt the need to code switch outside of who I actually am in order to fit in anywhere. And maybe that's just my experience, but I mean, I get the pressure that you're talking about as far as peer pressure and wanting to fit in. I get that. But I also see that there is a certain line here that Drake has crossed with Kendrick. See, this is where I think it's getting overblown, is that this is between these two men. And whatever they got going on between them and the other men who have decided to jump in the battle with their issues with Drake, this is between them. I put a comment in before I was able to hop online where I said I'm almost positive that the times you've experienced the gatekeeping of quote unquote blackness, it was because somebody was angry with you for not doing what they wanted or being a part of what they wanted you to be. And that's the same thing that's happening to Drake right now. Is it fair? Probably not. Is it hip hop and entertainment? Absolutely. And it's funny as fuck to me because he did use that rather hardly. And for somebody from Boston, a hard says a lot.
All right, I'm gonna bring Rachel back up now and let Rachel respond. I'm gonna pull you down. This seems to be the best way to do it, and I'm bring you back up now.
All right.
All right, we good.
So the key word, like, you know, you said you experienced the same thing I experienced, and let's be real, you're super light skinned. So that's why you may feel that you're relating to me in that way. But the fact of the matter is, you are a monoracial black woman. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's who you are. So you're everything you do, like I still have, I am a half white, half black person. I do white people shit. You know, I go outside barefoot sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like just to get the mail. I do, you know what I'm saying? I listen to, I have all different types of music that I'm into. You know what I'm saying? Certain things I'll do, you know, my husband would be like, oh, that's white people shit. You know what I mean? So so I literally exist in two worlds at the same time. So while you do understand to a certain degree, like what I went through, and you're saying you never felt the need to code switch because you don't have to code switch. You're a monoracial black person, and when I code switch, it's not just to be accepted. It's to speak their language so that they understand what I'm saying. I can't go into a white space as a teenager and say, man, listen, y'all just don't understand, like jiggy. But I can't speak like that to them to make them understand black people. Just like I can't explain I can't. There's some things that I can't explain about white people to black people. Like there's some things that I don't even know how to explain. But there are when I do, like specifically, I've been asked, why is it that white people when they pass you, they just be like they do that tight smile, like, you know what I mean? So things like that, I explain, I understand that it's because they want you to know off rip, I'm not racist. You know what I'm saying? Like if you notice when white people are like super nice to you and they go out of their way and to the point where it makes you feel uncomfortable, it's like they're overcompensating. Like there's a lot of white guilt out here. You know what I'm saying? So, and because I understand both sides of the coin, when I try to bring not anymore. Like I don't code switch. I pretty much just say what it is, and I use my same terminology. This is how I speak all the time, whoever I'm speaking to. But there was a time, yes, when I did put a lot of energy into trying to speak the language of the white people to make them understand where I was coming from. You know what I'm saying? And
Understood.
vice versa with black people. Of course there was a time where I was trying to prove my blackness. You know what I'm saying? And I always felt like super offended when black women didn't accept me because my mother's black. I was raised by black women. It hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? I would be staring at black women thinking they're beautiful or wanting to like try to be friends with them and feeling like or they would be like, what the fuck are you looking at, bitch? Or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So that's hurtful. That's hurtful. But will I ever be angry at a black woman?
I
Never.
got
I
you,
will
Sheeta.
defend one first.
Hey, Rachel,
Now,
I got
if I could, hold up 1 second. I'm sorry, Shaq. I gotta do this in a certain way. I have to reach down. That was heavy. I'm gonna bring up Maul up. Maul just popped off. Hold up. Rashida had her hand up. Go ahead, Rashida.
I hear everything that you're saying, and it's not that I don't understand what your experiences
Maul,
are.
I'm bringing you up next, Maul. Just give me a couple
Because
seconds. I
was a black child in an all-white school from 3rd grade until 8th grade, and during that time, it may have ended up being like 15 of us. So I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, code switching is very immature. And at a certain age, that shouldn't still be happening. Like you're saying that you don't, at a certain grown ass age, you shouldn't still be code switching, because I find it to be condescending. When you are code switching with me, you're saying to me that I am unable to understand what you're saying in the way that you're saying it. And that's not necessarily true. Sometimes it is, but for me, I find it to be condescending. Whatever room I'm in, this is who you are going to get. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then say that to me and I'll explain it in a different way. But I can't stand that. Talk to me like you would talk to anybody else, because if I don't understand, I'll just tell you that. And that's my whole issue with that, because it's very immature and it's unnecessary.
Now,
it
if I
insults
could,
my intelligence.
That's heavy. I appreciate you, Sheeta. Now, look, I got a comment from my homie. My homie wants to jump in here, but he's working. So my guy Jersey wanted me to read this off. And I repeat, just want to say the point is he's Canadian and saying nigga, and he didn't come up in the culture. American blackness is not the same thing at all as Canadian blackness. They're acting like every country in the world is throwing around the word. And if Kendrick wife thing is stupid, because if she's not throwing around the word nigga, then bringing her up is irrelevant. And the difference between him and Cole is Cole came up in the American culture. Now, I just want to say, I feel like the reason he's saying it is because he didn't grow up in the culture. I don't think it got nothing to do with colorism. I think we're past colorism here. I'm going to bring Shaka up. Shaka wanted to speak. I got to handle the panel a certain way today. Pardon me. I want the audio to be crispy and clean. There you go. What's up, brother?
Yeah. I mean, like I was saying, I think this whole Drake to Kendrick thing is just a personal thing. I think Kendrick understands that Drake he sees him as a pussy and doesn't think that him saying nigga is just weird to him. He even kind of said it was like, I know it's kind of some surface level shit, but I don't like you. He hates the way that he walks, the way that he whatever. But either way, I got a question for Rachel. Early when you hopped on the pod, you mentioned that people may have a maybe fetish for light-skinned women. I think I said something you said. If I'm wrong, then just correct me. I'm just asking. That sounds like people just like what they like. Because I have a type, and I wouldn't call it a fetish. That kind of makes it kind of negates the.
Maybe I'll say I don't want to say I'll say fetish is not the right word, but what I've come to find in the past when I've dated certain black men, somehow they find a way to bring up black women in the conversation, and in a negative way. And I have and that's why I feel like, okay, so what you think being with me is like an upgrade? Did you think I was gonna be like, yeah, I understand what you're saying? Like at that point, in my head, I'm like, you talking about my mother, you're talking about my aunt, like you're talking about your mom. Like at that point, I'm turned off. So that's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said that. Okay. So maybe fetishizing isn't the right word, but I don't like when black so that's kind of my only thing with Kendrick is I'll say I'm confused. I'm confused as to why he's focusing on Drake's version of embracing his blackness when his wife is racially ambiguous at best.
But if I could, I think he just said
clearly
the
not.
song.
It's my question. I know it was a weird one, but I appreciate it. No doubt.
Yeah.
If I could, I just want to remind everyone about what happened today. I'm gonna let this rock for a second. Give me 1 second here. Psst.
I see dead people. Hey, mustard on the beat, ho, Depot, any rap nigga, he a freak though. Man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all, ain't they mama? How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walk him down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pole on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And Party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck him up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. 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 You think that they gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul. I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches. Go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't that something? P-Rap that's for bitching. You Malibu most wanted. Ain't no law boy, you ball boy. Fish Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie. Be flipped over your boxes or over your foe. The other vaginal option. pussy. Nigga better straighten they posture. Got favors all up in contact. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grow. He was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central. Nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the park. Ay, put the road label on me. I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie. Here's 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of time. Ay, city is back up. It's a must. We outside. Ay.
Oh my God. Yo, what the
Out of
sweet
control.
chin music and I won't pass the aux.
Out of control. Like,
oh shit. Damn.
I mean,
all right, so one by one, let's bring up.
That was never the debate. Like, I feel like who thought that Kendrick wasn't gonna smoke Drake? Like, that's not the issue.
How'd you feel about that track though? Like just that track. We talking about
shit,
just that.
I played. That's like the third time I've played it today.
Yeah,
I've heard it today. So like that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm here for. So I'll tap in when we get back to that. But as far as the music, it's Kendrick all day.
Word. Let me bring up Chris. Appreciate you. Bring you right back up. How do you feel about that track? Just that track.
So that track was dope. I was over here doing my little C2C walk while we was listening because the beat is Cali, the rhyme schemes. My favorite bar, the whole battle is you trying to strike a chord, and I bet it's A minor. It's crazy. And I found a little conspiracy theory in my head yesterday where looking at everybody that was on that Metro Future album, jumping in with a verse or a whole song towards this battle makes me feel like they really going after Jay Prince, and it's not really about Drake, but we could get back to that later.
Oh shit, you did dry. All right, we're gonna bring out some conspiracies later. We'll do that. Appreciate you for giving your opinion on the track. All right, Rashida, how did you feel about that track? Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. How you feel about that?
I think it was hilarious. Like she said, my favorite line in that whole thing was the one about A minor, because I still think I think it's weird that everybody just speeding past the fact that he was having a whole friendship with a minor. Like nobody's talking about that. I think that is so weird. So like, but to answer your question, I thought it was hilarious. And I think that we also forget that Drake is an actor. He is pretending to be something that he is not, entertaining all of us. That's all it is. I don't think that anybody should take anything about him too seriously, to be quite honest.
Or appreciate that. Let's bring up Young Shaka, Official Gun Papa. What's up? How you feel about that track, Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, sir?
Yeah. Like you never expect, Kendrick is a lot like, hold on one second. Sweetheart, turn it down. My daughter be playing Xbox and Nintendo Switch at the same time. But anyway.
What the hell?
Yeah, I know she's spoiled as shit. But listen, nah, man. Last night when I heard it, Kendrick shit is a lot like Lupe shit. You don't really expect it's hard to expect what to expect, and I ain't really like it at first. I don't like a lot of Lupe stuff at first, but after a lot of just crowdsourcing and kind of digging it deep. Kendrick.
Say what you said last night, man. Keep it real.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. I said it was mid. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said it was mid. I did. It was like I didn't feel it. But yeah, man. I mean, I gotta I changed my opinion. But
it's called being human, man.
Yeah, 100%. But nah, this shit's fire now. Just fire. Like I said, a lot of Lupe shit is like, where is this? But then after,
in my opinion, that's how Jay-Z shit usually is for me. The first time I hear whole shit, I'd be like, yeah, that was all right. And then like down the line, I'm like, oh, this nigga was talking. I missed that. I ain't catch that bar.
I say new Hove, recent Hove. I mean, maybe old Hove. It was kind of like it was hitting like off the beats, off the rip. It was like, yo. But now that he's older, he's getting more coded, you know, and things that he's saying. I'm like, you know what I mean? I feel that.
Word.
But
And
yo,
we
hold
just
up,
want to
hold
get
up,
the
hold up.
we need two more opinions, Mike, before we
Yo,
proceed.
real quick. I wanted to go back to something they were talking about code switching, and
we gonna get back. We're gonna get back there. I promise we are. Rado, just let me know what you think about this, and then we're gonna get back to the code switch. We're gonna bring up Rachel. We're gonna bring up Kristen. We're gonna get right back into that.
For the sake of the pod and to do it for the sake of the pod, I'm gonna say that shit's ass because everybody loves it. You know, I don't got no side in this shit. I'm just a fan of hip hop, so I can debate it on either side. Since nobody up here is for Drake's side, I'm gonna debate for Drake's side and say that shit's ass.
Yeah.
After he predicted exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah, but then I'll tell you, the night before it came out, when I said Kendrick need a West Coast beat so he can slide.
I told you, I said, yo,
and
he's gonna have everything. And next one gonna be I guarantee.
But
maybe
to keep
a
it real,
love
keep
song.
it 100, Mike. He was in pocket. I can't front. The flow was crazy. The beat is fucking infectious. You know what I'm saying? This is probably the song with the most playback out of all the disses. This song got the most playback. But I think it was his weakest lyrical. His weakest lyrics out of all his disses. I think this was his weakest lyrics.
I
But the
think
playback value is
616
the
might
highest
have been the
playback.
most. I think 616
Yeah,
was probably the most
right.
lyrical.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. You might be right.
I like that one.
My bad on. I forgot about 616.
All right, hold on. We got another guest coming in. Hold on. We're going to bring you right back up. So, first time on the platform, we got the Cook School homie. You know what I'm saying? Maul in the building. Maul, what's good, brother?
What up, bro? You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear, man. Tell us how you feel.
Goddamn. Feel old as hell now, boy.
Oh yeah, how you feeling about this? This Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. How you feeling about that track, brother?
I feel like that was his two-stepping over his body track. Yeah, I mean, I was telling my peoples, this ain't no Kendrick versus Drake shit. This is Kendrick right now is fighting for the culture. He's taking the culture back from Drake. That's what it is. That's what it's for. This whole battle. And the thing is, I saw somebody post something like Kendrick is talking to Drake, but Drake is talking to us and shit. I think Kendrick is really trying to strip Drake away from it because he's the head honcho right now. This whole generation of people that's painting their fingernails, whatever, do you? That got no problem with that shit. Do you? But the kids that's painting their fingernails, the ones that think it's cool to be strippers and shit instead of lawyers and doctors. How much money since Drake has been at the height? You know how much strip clubs are making? Like crazy money. But he's promoting that. The Yachties, the Uzis, the shit has been like center stage. Drake is Peter Pan. You don't want to grow up. I mean, so Kendrick is trying to strip him down from everything and take the culture back for us because hip hop, it started as being our voice. I mean, so
it's a fact.
It's kind of it's a good and bad thing. I mean, it's the reason why Cole got out of it.
Can I ask Maul a question real quick?
Absolutely.
Right on what you're talking about. So let me ask you this. Say he removes Drake. Is he empowered enough for them not to put somebody else right back there to replace Drake? Like, so is he really going to affect it for the culture? Or the powers that be going to put somebody else right back there to just be the next Drake? So,
no,
yeah. Go ahead. That ain't a battle Kendrick going to win. He's not going to win that battle.
That point you made about what did you just say? You said, goodness, Drake,
taking the culture back for us.
Taking the culture back for us. What I mean, that's when the biggest part of Drake being Canadian comes in. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a serious lack of disconnect on that alone. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's where you have to take it as a compliment. And also you're giving Drake way too much power. Like he doesn't have that much influence over real hip hop as you think. I took my cousin to see Drake because that's her favorite rapper, and of course I like Drake's music. Everybody does.
Everybody
Yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody does. Like
He
everybody
got
likes
some shit.
a couple songs. You know? So
Yeah, he got some shit.
listen, and even if you don't, it's the same concept as like people who don't Taylor Swift or Beyonce. Like it's people who don't.
No, I got you. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that most of the people that were at the Drake concerts were kids. Young kids.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's the influence.
But
See what I'm saying?
but the kids move the needle. The kids move the needle in the culture. We are no longer at an age where we move the needle. The kids move the needle. So that's
kids
what,
move the needle.
So what he's saying is hip hop was
we're
at
the
his
ones.
culture.
If that is the case,
But we're the ones who put the needle.
If that is the case, I hear 100% what you're saying. Most of the people at his concerts are kids. If that's the kind of art that he's putting out there, then they think that that's what hip hop is supposed to be,
right?
And that's what the music should sound like.
But my argument is even. All besides Drake being and I always use Nicki Minaj as an example because I cannot stand Nicki Minaj.
Me either.
But who can touch her on the microphone besides Doja Cat? Like there's nobody.
Wait a minute.
Don't make that face. Don't make that face.
Nah. Doja Cat, because she got bars.
Doja nice.
Now,
she nice. Doja is nice.
Okay. But look, period point.
There are a lot of female rappers that touch her. They just don't get pushed. And see, the problem I have with what we're saying
Nicki
is,
won't touch her, though.
Kids move the needle, but this man is a pedophile. He should not be allowed to influence kids to come his way.
Okay,
no.
Can I finish? Let me just finish what I was saying before I forget, because I've been speaking. My whole thing is
we're gonna let everybody go. We're gonna do the one thing. We're
giving Drake way too much power. Like you're just giving him way too much power. And as far as taking the culture back, there's I use the example of there's a mural of King Von that people go and like go to him like as if he was Nipsey in their neighborhood. He didn't do anything for his people except be a serial killer. And so there's a lot of confusion and there's wokeness, there's this and that, and it's like, but where do the kids come in? Where do the kids
all
come
part
in?
of taking back the culture?
You know what I'm saying? So, but you're putting that on Drake, who's not only is he half white, half black, but he's not even from America. He's not.
But that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. You got people. You have so when you have the Olympics, right?
Why are you putting it on Drake?
Okay, when you have the Olympics
on Jay-Z,
why aren't you respond? You got
responsibility on Jeezy? Why aren't you putting the responsibility?
They're not in this battle.
American rappers, you know what I'm saying?
We're talking about the battle, though. If they were in this battle, then we would say that. Now we've had. Now listen, we've had. Got to respond.
Go ahead. You got it.
Respond.
You got it.
So we have right now. The topic is Kendrick and Drake, and I told you what the battle, the reason for the battle. Now, Drake does have a lot of influence. What he's the biggest star right now. Now, Jay-Z, he's doing what he's doing on behind the scenes, but he's our generation. Drake and them he's our age, but he's influencing a lot of the younger generation as well. My kids know his songs and all these other stupid ass shit. Now, there's a lot of shit that I do fuck with Drake or whatever. Kendrick don't put enough music out. He don't put enough music out. However, when he does put music out, there's a lot of substance and everything and topics that he's discussing in his music or whatever. He's from the Tupac lineage and all that stuff. That stuff they're trying to get. Drake, I'm not saying that Drake has that much power, like as far as like every goddamn thing, but even with the Olympics, when they're going against USA and all that other shit, it affects, their hometown or whatever. This is a Jewish Canadian thing versus a black thing or whatever like that. Drake comes onto our turf, and this is where the battle is. Now, I'm saying that Kendrick is trying to take the culture back, meaning not only necessarily for him, but keep it honest or whatever. who's up right now? If you look at Drake's style, and then all these rappers that's out, the shit they talk about and everything, who's up? Not the woke ones, not the ones that's actually rapping about something, like the female rappers and shit. There's some dope ass female rappers like Lady London, a bunch of
Oh,
girls.
yeah, I just
They're
heard that.
not going to get pushed. They're not going to get pushed at all. But to the powers that be, Drake's not going to go nowhere. I'm just saying what Kendrick wants to do. But Drake is. There's a lot of money being made off Drake. So even though this is what the fight is for, and Kendrick's trying to strip him from everything, that this is too much shit behind the scenes. No, Drake's not gonna go nowhere unless they gonna kick his door in like they did Diddy and some shit happens. But he's not going nowhere, dog.
And this is where, and that's the thing. That's the whole thing. I bring up the Ja Rule like beef with like the way that 50 trolled him to the point where we actually all collectively as a people decided that Ja Rule was whack because 50 convinced us. So remember, we was like Ja Rule. When 50 we was like, you know what? He is a cornball.
Now, 50 convinced Ja, and Ja convinced us. If Ja kept singing, we don't get convinced. 50 made us think he was soft. Ja started rapping tough, and we didn't like his music no more. He didn't convince us. He convinced us.
Drake's not going to do that. Drake's going to keep doing Drake. Man.
Because he was triggered
Drake's not going to stop singing.
He's not going
to keep doing Drake.
This is why I say this is why I feel that Drake is being as authentic as a half white, half Jewish Canadian man can possibly be. Remember, he dropped that album that like it was kind of like a 90s house album. It was just like last year.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, like
honestly, never mind.
And we're talking about midst of trap music, everybody want to be a gangster. He dropped that shit. So you can't say that he's not a true artist or he's not being true to himself. He dropped that album knowing that nobody was gonna like that shit. He did it just because he wanted to try something new. You know what I mean? So that's my thing with it.
But he can only try something new.
You're both disgusting.
Because he is at the top. He's at the top. Like this is what I think we're failing to realize. That nigga's rich and he's the #1 artist in hip hop.
Yeah.
In pop, he's second. He's like third behind fucking maybe fourth. I'm gonna put Taylor, Beyonce, and Doja in front of him. After them is Drake. He's one of the biggest pop stars in the world, one of the richest in the world. That motherfucker's going in the booth and doing what he want to do. He got enough cult following that they're gonna buy it.
Yo, he made that album.
So that's what I'm saying. He's not being true to no white side, no black side. He's being true to green. That motherfucker's being true to money. That's the only color he's being true to.
Period.
He's an entertainer. We are watching Aubrey pretend to be Drake. Like, that's what we're watching.
Why respond if he's being loyal to Drake and he's doing Drake and that's all well and good.
Because Drake is petty as fuck and he's a troll. That's why. that's the only reason, man. Literally, that's the only reason. He's a petty troll. He's not trying to prove anything. You're not gonna change his status of or where he's at or what his music is. But he is a true artist, and it's undeniable. You can't.
Right now he's getting told, and it's hilarious.
He is hilarious. No, he's a weird ass dude. Like
doing everything to Drake that Drake has done to the hip hop. He's trolling the shit out of Drake right now, and the shit is funny to me.
And it's hilarious, and I love it, and I'm here for it.
I know. Check it out. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry to cut you, Queen. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to get final thoughts from everybody. Everybody get 30 seconds to get a final thoughts on the current status of what's happening right now between these two guys. This was a great build. After I cut the stream, I'll keep the lobby open so we can keep conversing behind the scenes, of course. But let's go with Maul. First time on the platform, Maul. Give us your final thoughts right now on what's happening, you know what I'm saying, in this current battle between Drizzy and Kenny.
Oh, well, they know shit. K-Dot up. he up. I mean, I fuck with Drake, but I mean, I gotta go with the hometown. It's America, baby. Yeah, K-Dot's up. I think Drake's gonna have to really he's gonna have to figure something out. He planning on coming back out here. The only thing he can do is catch him at a light after the Tyson fight. Really.
Oh shit, her. Yo, we look forward to having you come back on the platform many more times. Thanks for rocking out. I'm gonna pull you down, but the lobby will still be open after we close out the show. Kristen, Rare Sense, how do you feel about what's happening right now between these two guys?
I think it's great for hip hop. It's good to see two artists go at it in their specific lanes and still be alive. So we're not even gonna wish no pull up on them at the light after the Mike Tyson fight. Keep it on wax is the way it should be. It's the way it was done before the East Coast, West Coast bullshit happened. So let's keep it that way. They can feud forever. It's so entertaining to me. And I do truly want to talk about the idea that this is a whole hit against Jay Prince, which started with the Takeoff murder.
Oh shit! I can't wait to hear you bring that out.
Conspiracy Kristen
Oh
over
my
here.
god! I can't wait till we get into that. Rachel 6, another person, first time on the platform. How you feel about this battle right now? What's up?
I mean, you know, I just want to make it clear that I'm not here to defend Drake as a person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really here to just advocate for Black, white, mixed people, biracial people, not your daddy half white, and no. If you have one white parent, one Black parent, and you are out here in this world, I'm the advocate for that. And I just want that to be known. I don't condone Drake's behavior or anything like that. And P.S. Kendrick is clearly killing him. Like that's indisputable.
Look, we look forward to having you come back on the platform. And yeah, we working on some things behind the scenes, so we'll be bringing that out shortly. Thank you for coming and rocking out with us. We appreciate you. Thank you. Rashida Renee, hey, how you feel about what's going on right now?
Like Kristen said, I think it's a good time for hip hop because this ain't going nowhere. Ain't nobody's life going to end over it. But I also do think that Drake is a clown. He always will be a clown. He is an entertainer, and he's just entertaining us with what he feels that hip hop should be, or what he feels he can get away with promoting. So it is what it is. Drake is a clown. That's how I feel. And he's a predator, but you know, that's another conversation.
It definitely is. All right, we appreciate you. All right, let's not put stuff on people here. Not on this platform. Hey, Rado, how you feel about what's going on right now between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, brother?
Nah, it's cool. Kendrick is winning, but if some of that shit he said come back to be false, then I got to reevaluate the score. You know what I'm saying? That's just the hip hop nigga in me. Like it's cool, it's funny,
lies, brother. Already calling it some lies.
You get what I'm
brother.
saying? So it's like if the daughter don't exist, like you said, a nigga was ratting, and you know where a lot of us come from. Like you can't put rat on a nigga name if you ain't got no black and white. So I don't even like that. That you call niggas a rat, and like just putting certain titles on people without physical document or proof is like wild to me. Like because I know where a lot of us come from, and that shit just not kosher. And that's not people like when we say keep it on wax. Certain shit like that can get you hurt. Because a motherfucker can feel some type of way about you putting a certain name on their name and it not be the case. So I just want people to be mindful of that shit because that's just a lot to put on somebody's name without no proof. But it's good. It's good music, man.
Yeah, damn, that's a extremely heavy point. We definitely appreciate you coming on the platform. We also have some future workings with Rado coming out, who just produced. Hold up. Come on, bring it out, man. Rado tell us what you produced. Bring it out.
Last two joints I did was Porn Star on part of the Sid Fontaine album, and I did the Like What freestyle for Cardi B.
Shout out to my nigga Rado for not just making beats, but getting placements. Because what I learned about making beats is that half of it is creating the beat. The other half is how you quarterback that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm realizing it's so much more than just creating it. It's creating it and then having to play for that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can't wait till we get into some content because I make beats, Rado make beats. Hopefully we can collab in the future. Definitely looking forward to that. And Mike Morgan, man, tell us tell us how you feel right now about the current state of this battle before we close out.
Man, Peter Pan, fuck the boy. I want to see the man, freaky ass nigga. I could never be no Drizzy fan. Nah, well, I'm gonna keep it real, yo. I'm gonna say some shit that y'all really don't want to admit, man. That nigga Drake winning right now, man. I'm sorry, yo. Kendrick be saying a lot of shit, but after me doing research, that nigga got caught in a couple of lies. I mean, he's just not even real. This nigga saying anything on these records, which I would too if a nigga brought up my marital situation. I felt some type of way. Listen, I'm all about facts over fan fiction. I don't do what ifs. Like, yo, what if the bar means this and this? No. It's what are they saying? Whose record is really popping? I mean, and who's saying the most truth? Right now, it seems like Drake is saying the most truth, and his record was more popping until this last one. I did like this last Kendrick joint. It had that bop to it. You know what I mean? I was dancing to it, but I didn't really go back and listen to like all his records. Like after the initial shock value, Euphoria was cool because it had a lot of quotables, and his last one had some quotables. But I don't know, man. I can't even say they winning. I say they just. I mean, Drake not winning, but because he still got to come back. It's more like a tie. Like Kendrick not really hitting him like that. And it seemed like, I put like this. You ever see an argument, two niggas arguing, and one is like calm and laughing, and the other nigga mad? That's what's going on. This nigga mad, bro. This nigga look way too mad, bro.
Well, everyone is entitled to their own opinions here on Keep It On Wax, and Isaac Bunton here with the news.
Time will tell, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
Isaac, man, before we close out, man.
Yo.
What's
What's happening,
yeah. Isaac, drop your opinion, son.
Yes, sir.
Because I wasn't gonna let y'all gang up on a light skinned man and just say that this nigga won, man. We ain't wrong. Come on, man. Y'all niggas color banging out here. I see what's going on, man. I'm not.
Look, like, all right. Like I said earlier, Kendrick hit him with it's a pretty serious haymaker, right? Like, we're not gonna play but I think Drake has the skill to hang with bro if he just stop playing around, stop trying to make hits, stop trying to stop all this cutesy shit, stop trying to chart.
Well, he needs to focus on him. I think
you got to focus on Kendrick. Thank you. Like
the 20 other niggas.
Like it's what I've been saying. Like what I was saying earlier. I said it to a couple of people. So like it's a battle. So you can't be worried about gaining favor with one group of people, or he's trying to go at Ross and everybody else or whoever says something about him. Nah, bro. Yo, listen, Kendrick's on your helmet. And that's it. You got to get at him. You got to say whatever. And this whole idea that everybody wants to gang up on Drake is cat. Like, no, bro. Like we everybody's waiting to see who's gonna win. Like that's all we care about. It's entertainment. So if Drake come out tomorrow with a track and it's ether level diss track quality, like the beat is crazy, the hook is crazy, the production, the lyrics are all tens across the board. Everybody's gonna switch up and be like, "Oh my God, yo, Drake just killed Kendrick. Look at this." Nobody's playing favorites because Drake is a mixed dude from Canada. Like nobody cares that he like that's like cut it out, B. Because if it was everybody jumping on this or that because of what somebody looks like, well, then what was Common's excuse? Like, why nobody jumped on? Why nobody came to save Ja Rule from 50? Like, for real? No, nobody got nothing to say. Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't have a smart thing to say.
I wasn't asking. Like, I wasn't like really asking. I'm just saying, like, it's and nobody's getting saved. It's a battle, Flea. Like, look, you either win or you lose. Somebody got to take an L, and the crowd gonna let you know when you lost. And he's on the ropes, but he's not out of it. And it's looking kind of nasty. You keep it, when you tell everybody you struck a chord in A minor, and I do want to let me say something real quick about that. Everybody loves that bar. I'm gonna find out who said that shit first, because I swear to God I heard it in the last week before this track came out. I know somebody said that shit. I can't think of who it was. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna send it to you, and then we're gonna get to the bottom of this shit. Because as much as I like the song and as much as it hit where it hurt for Drake,
If you stealing bars, that's a no-no. We're not doing that. So
we can't say he stole the bar. Sometimes you could just have the same idea, or whatever. But I will
you
say,
see my face, Mike. You see my face, Mike. Now look, like he might not stole. He might not stole it because he might not have heard it. Like we not.
But
gonna
yeah, we
like,
battle rap fans though, so we
yeah.
heavy into the battle rap.
Battle rap is
That's a big
different. Like
no-no in battle rap.
yeah, like I'm heavy with
But
battle
Chaotic
rap.
pointed out something to me earlier. What was that? That song was in what? It was in an A minor chord, right?
Yo, bro, that's
It
a
was.
crazy thing.
It was.
Yeah. It's in A minor
Crazy.
chord, bro.
That was
beat
crazy.
Composed in A minor, so that means that the 808s, the chords, the strings that you hear, they're all being composed in A minor, bro. It's deep, bro. That's honestly deep. The other deep thing I noticed about the battle was that on the second verse of "Family Matters" by Drake, he said the word "nigga" 20 times, and then he immediately addressed the fact that it was a 20v1. That was extremely clever, and I want to give Drake his props there. But as we run low on time, this is how we're gonna close out the show today. There, something else dropped, bro.